All right, I'm going to have a go at the weekly Quiptic crossword in the Guardian, set this week by Chandler. This should be easier than the daily, but hasn't always been the case. But let's see what Chandler has for us. Charge in detention. Sounds like a double definition. I mean, it could be a legal charge, and so therefore there might be some word similar to something for detention, but I don't see it. Upper class knob somehow entered match resistant to pressure. Yeah, I don't get that. I like it. I don't get it though. Stand for bone-shaped biscuit, perhaps. Oh, well, I know a dog who loves bone-shaped biscuits. But stand. Oh, yeah, bone-shaped biscuit for that dog would be a treat. And I think if you stand, like you stand around, you treat everybody. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'll put it in for now. Take up help with the French court in regional language. I think it must be a regional language. Maybe we reverse a word for help. Oh, which could be aid backwards would be dia. And then, yes, the French would be le, and then court can be abbreviated to CT, and a dialect is a regional language. All right. Midwest state barring a restaurant from the East. Oh, well, from the East. Oh, I was going to say a reversal, but this is a down clue, so I don't think it is going to be. Yeah, no. Approaching where a hang glider might like to be. Ooh, where would a hang glider might like to be? Up in the air, on the wind. I don't get it. And I think then it's also going to mean a phrase for approaching. Yeah, probably in the or on the approaching. No. First person, no good judge, is unappreciative type. Well, first person, I think, would be I, no good NG. Yes, and then if you judge something, you rate it, and an ingrate is unappreciative. All right, exploit others' work, transforming ancient ghetto. I think it must be an anagram of ancient ghetto. Let me pause, sip my water, and see if I can work that one out. Well, I was very lucky that I spotted there was the three-letter word act, and so I started writing down act in, no, get the, and then realized, oh, of course, get in on the act. So that was a little lucky. All right, this was our charge in detention. No, still don't see it. Loosen a limit around island for rebel force. Oh, maybe we anagram a limit, yes, around I for island, and we get a militia. Talented brother of Cain, we're told. Oh, well, that's one of the easier clues we're going to see today, I think. Cain's brother was Abel, which sounds like Abel, so it's a homophone. A cadet gone off to get some brief accounts. Well, a cadet gone off, I think, must be an anagram of a cadet gone. Yeah, that's 10 letters. Oh, I think it's anecdotage, collection of anecdotes. Broad area in Cornish region with fluctuating heat. Fluctuating heat sounds like, yes, an anagram of heat, which would be ATHE. A broad area might be a swathe, and so Cornish region is the southwest. All right, looking at two down, I was saying resistant to pressure. You might be bloodied but unbowed. So upper class, we've seen before, can be U. Knob somehow is telling us to anagram knob. And then if you entered a match, perhaps you wed. That's clever. I still don't see my charge in detention. Nope. Or my Midwest state. Yes, I think the Midwest state is Indiana. And oops, if you drop the A at the end, you get a restaurant from the east, might be an Indian restaurant. All right. Approaching. Yeah, it does look like in the something, but we'll come back to that. Woman with religious education, for example, that's probably true. All right, I think it's a phrase that you would say when you think what someone else says is probably true. I'm thinking I dare say, but I don't see how the wordplay. For example, I think is say, and religious education is RE, and woman is just Ida. It's just a woman's name. All right, Italian duo. I ignored, possibly getting excessive praise. I think it's going to be an anagram of Italian duo, but that's 10 letters, so we have to ignore one of the I's. And I think it's going to be adulation, would be excessive praise. Added condition for one on a bicycle. It's a double definition. A rider would be one on a bicycle, and you might add a rider to a contract. All right. Ooh, I think there is a phrase in the wind, like there's change in the wind, there's something coming, and I think a hang glider would like to be in the wind as well. Totally even patch of warm color. That's a good one, but I don't see it. Grades 2 devised for entrance to theater. All right, an anagram of grades 2 would be a stage door. Chap 1 with hint about right, treatment for hands. Well, treatment for hands, if you read it that way, I think it might be a manicure. Chap is man, 1 is I, a hint is a Q, and that goes about R for right. All right. Make a speech about last of men that's decorated. Well, the last of men, I think, is the last letter, the N, and we're going to make a speech, a verb for make a speech around that, and yeah, maybe orate, and around the N gives ornate. Trump say, well, very timely, near ground, interrupted by people. Yeah, I don't, near ground interrupted by people seems like, excuse me, the wordplay, so I'm thinking Trump say is the definition, which could be the person, but could also be a playing card or the call of a trumpet. All right, I'm moving on. Merriment in single entertainer, not entirely. Oh, could it be a hidden clue within? Ah, yes, so within single entertainer we have glee. All right. Man captivated by a pastry dish fundamentally. I think the definition is fundamentally, and it's something like at base or at something. I think the A is important. I think it's going to be a pastry dish, which could be a tart or a pie or cake. And then a man, maybe a man's name, is going to be captivated, put inside. What if the T was part of the man? No, the man is he. And of course, the pastry dish is a tart. And so it's at heart. There we go. Special pointed item for garden bird. Special can be abbreviated to SP. A pointed item might be an arrow, and that gives us a sparrow. All right. Liam regularly, studies poorly, showing apathy. Well, we have the L, so I'm thinking Liam regularly are the odd letters of Liam, L and A. And then a word for studies. Oh, studies, no, not a word for that. An anagram of studies. And, lassitude, not a word I use very often. Very slim coat for Luke, given a comfortable place. I'm wondering if very might be a V, but then V something A, have to be VEA, VIA, viaduct. I don't think that's a comfortable place. Maybe very slim is the definition. Coat for, now what is Luke? Is it going to be as a gospel maybe? No. Adult starts to wander nervously among lot. Well, with the letters we have, grown up comes to mind, so the definition would be adult, a grown up. Starts to wander is the W and nervously, they're two starting letters, and that goes among group. All right. One got upset about hospital being very busy. I think it's going to be an anagram of one got, and that goes around an H for hospital, which surely goes in there, and must be on the go. I think that's straightforward enough. Brass instrument player has time for grand household retainer. Yeah, this is one of these substitution clues where we have to think of a brass instrument player, could be a bugler, but instead of G for grand, we're going to have T for time, and that gives us a butler, who would be a household retainer or servant. Unstable rain in African country surely is Niger. All right. It's not going too badly. Yeah, just a few on the left-hand side. That charge in detention has thrown me from the beginning. Yeah, I'm just wondering what's going to be the last letter. An E, I think, is most likely, but it could be a Y. Oh, custody would fit, and I think that would be detention. But how is that charge custody? I don't get that. So I'm going to leave it out for now. This was our totally. Oh no, let me do 26. Is lassitude right? I think it must be. All right. Oh, of course, Trump say, well, I think there are people in the Republican Party who, some, very few, and probably very quietly, who would question if he is really a Republican. I think, in fact, he generally donated and voted for Democrats, but anyway. So near ground interrupted by ground is an anagram indicator telling us to grind the letters of near to give us REAN, and that is interrupted by the public. All right. Here's our very slim coat. Oh, I'm thinking the comfortable place might be, yes, a nest. And then I was thinking, given a comfortable, so a nest. And the coat for Luke, I was wondering what Luke was doing there. It's the outer letters of Luke, or the coat. And very slim would be leanest. All right, totally could be all. Even patch of warm color. Yeah, I'm not. I'm wondering about blush. Can be a warm color, I think. Totally even patch. No, I don't see that. So these last two, let me put in custody. Charge. Oh, maybe I think if you say I'm putting like this person in your charge, your care, I'm putting them in your custody. I think that's it, but let's go ahead and thankfully with the Quiptic we have the check this button. It is right. Okay, I think that's, yeah, I'm happy enough with that understanding, but if you can think of a better explanation, please let me know. And this one, yeah, let me pause and run through the first letter, what that might be. It's not blush. I got to F and I thought of if something is flush, like if you're doing woodwork or something and you put two pieces of wood together and they're flush, they are totally even. And a patch of a warm color, I suppose could be flush. You know, certainly in your complexion, you can flush or have a flush, or I don't know, there's something you say about flush. All right, let's check all. Everything's still there. Let's take a quick look at 15 squared and make sure everyone is happy with this. All right, the blog is by Pierre. He thought it was just about right, although one or two trickier ones, but it could just be him. Yeah, I think I followed everything except, yeah, custody. He just says it's a double definition charge in your charge, I suppose. I think I got all of these. And flush, again, a double definition. Oh, the obligatory Pierre Birdlink. Oh, I've chosen a Dunnock. I think I've seen a Dunnock in Ireland. And the first definition is to do with standing your round treating, yes? One U for upper class. No one in real life ever uses it this way. Yeah, I think they used to, but back in the 1930s or 40s, maybe. Yeah, so let's see. Gawny. Oh, I haven't seen Gawny before. The right level for me. enjoyable, a bit stretching. Michelle, excellent Quiptic. Took longer than the Everyman. Yeah, I just recorded the Everyman earlier. It will have come out yesterday for you. And it was a wee bit quicker. But I thought they were both at exactly the right level of difficulty for a weekend crossword. Oh, now this is interesting. Scrag says Picaroon has gone, is going. I didn't know that. Because Picaroon has been providing, I think, very good Quiptics. All right, well, anyway, that's quite enough for me for today. I do thank you for watching and have a wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead.